Black Life Texas celebrates its first anniversary this month. And boy, has it been a journey. We've learned, grown, and had growing pains, but to borrow a quote from Ms. Seeley in The Color Purple, we're still here. Truth is, we aren't going anywhere, and we're just getting started. The U.S. Black press is 176 years old this year. It was in 1827 when John Russwurm and Samuel Cornish started the Freedom's Journal in New York. It was this first journal that set the trend for all African American newspapers that followed. It gave us not only a blueprint but our marching orders. If we were going to be a black newspaper, then we had an obligation to fight for liberation and rights, to inform our readers of events that affected us, regardless of the consequences, and we were going to be vehicles of racial pride and proponents of self-determination. Black Life Texas has proudly picked up the mantle and continued in that tradition. I remember reading James Baldwin's quote, "The responsibility of a writer is to excavate the experiences of the people who produced him." That quote has always stayed with me. So much so that it bears repeating. The responsibility of a writer is to excavate the experiences of the people who produced him. Powerful. I have always taken that to heart and taken that responsibility seriously. And I found a family that also took that responsibility seriously at Black Life Texas. We are dedicated to telling our stories our way and being an inspirational, informative tool for our community. We are a Black liberation newspaper. Black Life Texas has brought you some of the most informative articles in print. We've educated our readers on cancer, heart health, diabetes, epigenetics, housing, artificial intelligence, you name it. And again, we're just getting started. Growth is in the air, and more hard-hitting, educational articles will continue to come your way weekly. Not just covering local issues that matter to us, but national and global issues that also affect us. So stay tuned and spread the word. As Black Life Texas continues to grow, it is important to note that this would not be possible without the visionary who started it, Mr. Carl Booker. Launching and sustaining a publication like this takes not only vision but courage, passion, and dedication. He also managed to sustain it while faced with a deadly car accident in April, which included our head of business operations, Ms. Linnell Taylor. They miraculously walked away from the car accident, but his vehicle was totaled. Despite the accident, he still managed to put out a publication. The Black Life editorial and creative team have produced over 200 stories in a year's time. The graphics have come from the innovative mind of Booker, along with the help of AI or artificial intelligence. Frederick Williams carefully writes the editorials. Mario Salas provides his fiery opinions on hot topics and issues. Devin Matthews has kept us current on what's trending on social media. Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell has contributed about women's issues, and our editor, Melissa Monroe, helps organize and edit the content. We also must give props to our operations team, including Taylor, Keith Scott, Chris Dawkins, and Skip Wilson. With this small team, we consistently try to provide local news and topics that mainstream media often doesn't cover. For instance, we turned our edition on Hispanic Heritage Month into Afro-Hispanic Heritage Month to pay homage to all of our Black Latino/Latina brothers and sisters. And we took our edition on Fiesta and transformed it into Black Fiesta to give some coverage to all of the Black-focused Fiesta events. So, as we celebrate Black Life Texas and its visionary founder, I also want to celebrate you, the reader. With your patronage, this is possible. I thank you for reading and sharing and spreading the word. We will continue to be your voice for liberation, justice, and truth, and we thank you for continuing to walk with us, engage with us, and uplift us. May the Almighty continue to bless this venture. May He guide us on the path of truth and light. May He continue to give us the strength and courage to write what needs to be written, and may He continue to bless us, our readers, and our families. This has been this week's feature article in Black Life Texas News Magazine. For more stories like this, pick up the latest edition at your local H-E-B or Jim's restaurant.